Next time on Everyday Black Man, alcoholism. But listen, seriously, I, I really, I get where you're coming from because it's like today, and this is where again I agree and disagree with you,
Yeah.
sir. Um, I had to put in fiber. A lot of people don't know what fiber is, but from a technical term, it's light to network a system. I had never done it before, and I ended up having to go on the internet and look something up to figure it out. And I think that's what Sham is saying. At least fucking try to fail. Don't be afraid of failure is what his overall point I think
Yes.
is that too many people are afraid to fail, but only through failure can you gain success. Whatever success is to you. You don't need to we don't need to idealize success, but whatever it is to you, only way you can obtain it is through failure. And I think that's the point he's trying to make, is that a lot of people are too scared to fail to harp on that point, and we need to fix that in our community. But I don't want to take up an hour-long session of
No,
having psychological debates with men.
that's exactly what I wanted. Because
Yeah,
that's where I think the difference is with the writer. The writer's talking about what women want. And that's the thing that men have to stop doing. It's not the fuck about what women want. It's about what is it that men should do more of or do better. And one of those things is you have to try. You're not necessarily going to be successful. You might fail at everything. Look at Harrison Ford. He was like 45 years old being a roofer, and somebody's like, nigga, the way you talk, you should go apply to be an actor. He was like, what are you talking about? And then one day he really went and did that, and they gave him fucking Indiana Jones. So I'm just saying, nigga, just try. Like, look at Armstead. A lot of people didn't believe that he would be able to be an actor, and just were kind of shitting on him. At one point, even keep it 100. Even I was like, God damn it, nigga, just get a job. But this nigga kept doing the thing that he wanted to do, and eventually, boom, he hit. So it was just because he kept trying that he was able to do what he wanted to do. Or like me and Black Libertarian, we talk all the time about tech shit. And he was there for me when I was in the middle of an interview and I bombed the shit out of him. He was like, bro, I could have literally could have made you very successful. I could have lied, nigga. I could have lied. Could have gotten through this. But I didn't get the job. But I got a better job, and then I got a better job than that job. It's just because I kept trying. I didn't just say, oh damn, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm cut off for this technology stuff. Eventually, you just gotta try. Like keep trying. Like none of this shit is too many Google searches away from you. And I think that's the overarching point. But I like all of the different opinions and the fact that we're able to have such a collaborative conversation. Because yeah, I'm gonna cut some things out, but for the most part, most of the shit's gonna stay. Because this is really what we need more men doing, which is having these conversations about things that matter. But the reason I brought in the trans man thing is
They're
because
real men.
I think, well, yeah, some. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. God damn it, don't cancel us yet. We ain't made enough money to get canceled. No. Trans men are men. I mean, I'm not going into a debate or whatever. I know Reed would have a whole bunch of
Ooh,
funny transformer
let
jokes
me
to
be
make in the
Reed. Let
background.
me be Reed.
Go ahead, be
All
Reed.
right. So as far as I'm concerned, trans man men as far as before you hit the bedroom. That's it.
Even if they had the penis pump.
How you gonna have a penis pump? For what? Make it flip
hold on.
bigger?
Is a trans man a woman who turned
Yes.
into a man?
Every time it's a
Correct.
trans whatever, it means they weren't that to begin with.
I thought that was a bull dagger.
Ooh,
No, no,
no,
bull
no.
dagger.
So you talking about a girl who's like, yo, I'm a nigga, blah blah, and then she can pull out strap on. But trans men. So all right.
Sorry, trans
To
man.
keep this short, they have a certain. So normally, what they call the area that is the pubic area and whatnot, where your dick or your pussy or whatever it's fucking it is, they call that a bottom in the community, so to speak. So some of the trans men have bottom surgery, and with them getting an increase in or taking testosterone pills and whatnot, the clitoris grows big enough to, I guess, do something with, right? So if they have the bottom surgery along with that, then they have enough leeway to maybe, kind of try a little something, yada yada, so on and so forth. So they're not using prosthetics like a bull dagger, so to speak. Uh, they can try something themselves at the same time. I don't know if you ever see.
No, no, it was so big. I was like, oh god, my nigga, I don't take my shoes off when I fuck.
God
All my
damn, fucking
pants.
Mr. Marcus. All right, bro.
I only do that shit at home. If
These
I'm at your house,
fucking
I ain't getting naked, bitch.
Tim's.
I'm too scared of getting set up. I ain't
Oh,
taking my clothes off.
to jump on top of that conversation.
Oh man, I don't need to drink, bro.
There's a trans man that I know of, and for him, no, he had the whole surgery done. So I know the surgery you're talking about, but those are for pretenders. The real people, what they do is they basically get someone to take their entire uterus, flip that shit inside out, add some, I want to say prosthetics to it, and then with a penis pump, they can pump it up and get, rock solid, and
Bro,
then be able to do all the
do
stuff.
you have any proper words for this? I'm asking because I research shit because I like to argue and I prefer to be informed when I make any uh showing of my opinion.
I'll find the surgery for you
I
because
appreciate it.
it was a surgery because I've seen it performed, and I was just like, why the fuck would someone do this
So I saw a
now?
3D
Like,
diagram, a run through of a penis being turned into a vagina, and let me tell you, even though it was 3D, they started with the whole penis and they just did like the little zip down, and it was extraneous. I mean, this shit was a while, even for a 3D procedure. So just me thinking about the fucking surgeon having to do this shit was just like, ugh. But
Bro, what's the question, bro? Because I don't. It ain't none of my business what people do, and I don't want to talk
this
about
nigga said,
mutilating the
look,
penis
man,
anymore.
look, man, can I get to the question, bro?
look, bro, all I'm saying is that shit was like 10 minutes long, and it was just the fucking overview of this shit, like step one, step two. I'm like, yo,
This nigga's like, I
nah,
don't want to
bro.
hear about step
What?
150.
What?
I don't want to mutilate. I don't want to talk about penis mutilation, bro. I really.
Bro.
Well, I mean,
Let me
well,
be
I was talking about
let me be a friend of the
anatomy,
Stop
not
community and
it.
say it's not penis
mutilation.
mutilation, it's just transformation.
That's fine, bro. But like
He
what
said
you
he ain't
just
down for the
described to me
transformation.
made my intestines hurt, bro. Like I want to go to the bathroom now, bro. So what's the question
Bro,
about
unless
this
you're gonna
folks
shit out
playing
your
out?
dick, it ain't gonna get better, bro. It's a new America.
I see. I don't know why people do that, but it ain't none of my business. You free to
It
do
ain't
whatever
it
you want,
ain't it
G.
ain't none of our business at all. Well, basically,
Hold on.
My
I got
business.
I might have said this last week, but it was a trans comedian that popped up on YouTube. I was like, fuck it, I hit the button, and it was a dude that used wait, it was a woman who used to be a dude, clearly still masculine, but with long hair, like a I don't know Vietnamese, and they were like, hey, my name is Michelle Tran. No, that's not a joke. I'm just Vietnamese. Sorry. And before you ask what's under my skirt, I'll tell you what's not under it. $100,000. And I was like, God damn, that shit's real. Also, $100,000 to change your fucking private parts, bro. $100,000. Motherfucker, I wouldn't spend that
and
on
it's
a
not even a
house.
one-to-one conversion. You don't get necessarily a fully working organ.
I just realized why they call them people brave, bro.
100,000.
Cause
Wait,
A hundred thousand.
I ain't got the
A hundred
balls to
thousand
strip,
dollars, bro. For
bro.
your
You
life.
hold on.
Just not like, oh, I'm gonna fix my eyes so I never have to wear glasses for the rest of my life. Like, yo, this just helps me from committing suicide because I feel like I'm in the wrong body kind of shit. Like, I talk a lot of shit.
That's
I
brave,
talk a
bro.
lot of shit. I give it to the trans people. The ones who aren't like, yo, we should be in sports. Basically, all the trans women who just destroy cis women in
yeah, all the
sports.
men who just basically want to come
Yeah.
at it from a different angle.
But
Like,
the other ones, they just be trying to live their lives. And I'd be like, yo, bro, do whatever, man. I don't give a fuck. I ain't trying to fuck you neither way. Whether you was a man or a girl beforehand. Literally either way. If you was going from one to the other, cool. You do that. Live your life. Be happy. But $100,000, bro.
it's 100,000.
Bro, I just
It's a
asked
hundred
y'all to
thousand.
cash at me 75 cents each, bro.
You can't do that on Cash App. First of
Bro,
all,
don't
second of
crush my
all,
dreams, man. Don't do that to me, man. I'm in a very volatile
I
spot right
just
now.
those people are very brave because I do not have the testicular fortitude or the gall to cut my penis off. So that's a brave fucking thing to do. I am scared to take my
Bro,
penis
what you think
off.
they did with
So
the
I fuck
balls,
with.
bro?
Bro,
I don't
don't
give a
even
shit, bro.
worry
Can we,
My
about
bad.
it, bro.
bro? Y'all want to talk about basketball, bro? Like y'all
You're
want to talk
right.
about
My bad. Yeah,
guns,
Utah.
arrows?
Utah. Yeah. Anyway, what was
Going
the next
back from
question?
Utah.
Yeah, next
So,
question.
so the question was, there's a trans man, and I'm not saying it like that because I'm trying to just bring up the fact the person's trans, but it's important for context.
Like
And so
bullshit.
this
Whatever.
trans man reflected on how lonely men, normal men like me and you, must feel because of the lack of non-romantic intimacy unless there's competition or war. And I think there's some level of non-romantic intimacy when we have these kinds of conversations amongst people who are our friends, but a lot of men are isolated because, either they don't have friends or maybe their friends died. R.I.P. Flint.
I
But
ain't never
it's
been
just
isolated.
something
It's
that comes
always
up.
two dudes trying to hold me. I'm gonna hit that three.
Basketball
What you
analogies
what you
aside.
It's a
what
basketball
what what do
reference,
you mean
bro.
by that? What you mean by that?
I mean that I ain't never got to worry about being isolated because there's always somebody who's annoying, very close, and it's like, yo, get the fuck away from me. I'm just trying to get my groceries.
Oh, okay. That's why I isolate myself and use things like Amazon.
Bro, first of all, I don't know if you heard me, but I was like, cash at me 75 cents. Um, what were we talking about? What's the question? Yeah, go back to the question.
Finishing up. So another trans person jumped in and dropped a bomb.
Like the N bomb?
Um, because basically, because they said that being male is isolating and it's also blindsiding because this person, they were like, when I was a woman, I go places and people be like, oh, hey, Michelle. And now that I'm Mike, people don't say, hey, Michelle. And
I don't
went
give a
on to
fuck about you.
expand. Exactly. But that's so different for women because they've never known that life.
Well, hold on. No. Just to stick a quick pin in it. That's so difficult for attractive women. Because not attractive women go places all the time and nobody give a fuck about them. And you can't tell me
Oh,
you
That's not true, bro. That's
attractive
not
older
true.
women, because I've seen some niggas holler at something where I'm just like, nigga, why would you even entertain gassing this woman up?
Yeah, bro, that's not true. Women in general, they do not, bro. As a dude, bro, I can go a whole 3 weeks and won't nobody check and see if I'm alive, bro.
Correct.
shit.
I ain't even gonna
Oh
hold
no.
you.
Well, you talking about people you know. But she was just talking about
No,
No,
just
he's
in
just saying
general.
in general, nigga.
In general, people, bro. I'm a 6'4" 5" black dude.
hold on.
People
No,
try
no,
to
no.
get the fuck out my way.
First of all, we gonna get them numbers right because you just confused the fuck out of me. You said six
He's
foot
a
Oh,
oh
six
I mean,
foot
five, and
four.
I was like,
He's a 6'4".
what?
He's a 6'4" black guy.
Oh,
He's dark skinned.
oh, I don't
He
know.
yeah,
is.
How did the
He wears
five?
and I don't
glasses, and
smile.
you can see him from across the room.
All right, that
Yeah,
that's way better than 6'4" 5" because I was like, as in 645. Isn't that a whole lot of inches? That's way too many inches. You fucking tight. You a titan.
bro, we're talking about millimeters. But
Uh,
listen, the point I'm trying to make is, I go somewhere and I don't smile, so people kind of get out of my way. People don't want to talk unless I initiate the conversation. Like, as a dude, no one gives a fuck about you. And I think, are you talking about the white lady who wrote the book where she
No, no,
spent the
no, no.
time
This
as a
this was
man?
this was a this was a regular Twitter conversation that just a lot of
Uh,
women were like, "Oh my goodness, I've never known," because
oh, Twitter.
there's inherently no camaraderie with men, unlike there is for women. For women, there's inherent camaraderie because we all have vaginas, and the people who don't have vaginas are the enemy. I mean, you can think that I'm joking, but that is how a lot of women act.
No, because I mean that's
And
how the police act. You're like, oh yeah, everybody against us, even though we be fucking up everybody. Hold the blue.
exactly. Go blue.
yeah,
But
I
but that
mean,
was so scary for them because for these trans men, they can remember what it was like being women and having this people giving a shit about them being there.
Dude, I can't.
And they can remember what that's like. Whereas for men, your entire life, strangers have always kind of had their guard, especially if you're a black man and you're somewhat tall. Like you, basically everybody on this call but me and Armstead. Y'all are very tall black men. Um,
Sound
you
racist
have
when you say it
always
like
been
that.
seen as potentially he could beat everybody ass in here.
Threatening.
All of you. You, right? You, Ryder, and of course, 6'5", 5,200 inches millimeters. Um, yeah, Black Libertarian. Like that's always been something, and it's just it. It kind of made me think back to the whole Michael Beasley segment where he kind of had that somewhat breakdown where he's just basically like, man, I just want to play basketball because, like, for me, like, I don't know anybody, I don't have anybody who has good intentions for my life, and I just can't care about this right now. And that's one of those things where it's just like there are so many men in there, and so that loops back to where I was originally going with this, which is when you ask about why Kevin Samuels is so popular, or why someone like Kevin Samuels has risen up to have almost deified status, part of it is because it is now finally okay for men to say we're getting the short end of the stick. Whereas in the 90s and early
I
2000s,
remember them years. They had days.
yeah, they had days, they had months, they had time. But in those times, even if you go back to the 80s, you weren't allowed to say men have it hard because women are just like, no, man, da 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 da, and y'all can do this and y'all can do that and y'all earn more money and all these other things. It's like money doesn't necessarily give you happiness
I,
after 75,000.
I had a question.
But
Why?
Why doesn't
No,
money
no,
give you
no, no, no.
happiness?
So to specifically, what changed in mm,
the
environment?
internet.
Cool. That's an appropriate
Uh,
response.
No,
But
no,
what
no.
do you
I
mean
mean,
by the
we had
internet?
the internet for a while,
What
but
do
what I
you?
mean by the internet is now like you can see it kind of in two different directions. So you can see it towards the more devout Kevin Samuels fans who says that everything that he does is right.
Yeah, they
The
gay.
incels on that side as well. I mean, maybe, maybe not, but maybe they just maybe this is just for them. You know how women don't like calling out their sheroes for their bullshit, Michelle Obama. So
Like, what Michelle Obama
they're on
do?
that side.
Hold on, Michelle Obama did something, bro. She used
I
she
mean,
she
that's every
existed,
black
bro.
woman right now.
no,
Listen to this conversation.
bro. Michelle Obama, bro. She was like, yo, they should have some carrots on that fucking like school menu. I was like, yo, vegetables would have helped me out back then. I'm not gonna lie, I could have been taller. Like
You could have been. You could have
I'm
been.
a stand for Michelle Obama. I wish I had some greens on my school plate back then. Anyway,
No, Michelle Obama appreciation aside, because I mean, again, I don't think Michelle Obama is a bad person. I just think some of what Michelle Obama did is that she gave a lot of people just open deification,
yo, did she
and
slap
she
Chris
really
Rock?
didn't do as much, basically. Um,
Yo,
and I mean, actually, yeah, that's a good parallel. We got to do a segment on that some other time. Um, but what I'm saying is, like,
hope
the
this
other
shit is
side,
recorded.
the whole manosphere thing is that white people basically use the manosphere saying, we're not getting the best deal. And it's like, shut the fuck up, Ben. You're a white man. You basically have your pick of everything. You have more friends and more opportunities for success than everyone else. Just because you decide to be a fuck up that drinks beer in a trailer park doesn't mean all white men are being attacked. I'm sorry, it's just not how it goes.
Well, I feel like that's an unfair statement.
Go ahead. Tell me why.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So I feel like if you're gonna attack something, attack it completely, like destroy it, kind of deal. Um, like don't half-ass shit. And I feel like these half-ass attacks on white people are kind of bullshit because you're attacking white people. Like, yo, you're this color, I'm this color. You automatically get shit that's better than mine. There is some inherent truth to this shit. I'm not gonna lie, but are you really getting at anything? If you have your Ben, so to speak, and he's like, yo, all these things are caused by other people, and I your Ben, so to speak, is basically saying that white people are the most tread upon people in America, specifically white males. I'd be like, oh damn, shit. Have you heard of Jim Crow? No, but that's too easy, right? But that's a knee jerk reaction, so to speak. But it's like, yo, hey Ben, what's happened to you recently that you could blame on somebody else? Was somebody taking your jobs? Well, the Mexicans. Oh, cool. What jobs were the Mexicans working? Well, they work out in the fields and they pick. Well, were you about to do that? Well, hell no. Oh, cool. Well, what else they do? They do construction. Like, well, you about to do roofing and flooring and all that shit. We on your knees. You gotta have knee pads on so you don't fuck up your shit for the rest of life. Well, no. All right. Well, who else?
Well, hold on. Some white
No, no,
dudes
no, no,
do
no.
that
But
though,
we're
bro.
talking. That's my point. We,
Take
we
this
we can't
segment
we
to
can't
like the
attack.
logical conclusion for the thought wardens who are saying that all these people are whatever because Ben Shapiro ain't doing none of these things. It's like
Right.
Ben Shapiro, when you went to school, did you have to go through like the regular process or did you have like something called a legacy, like where basically because your father went there, they give you preference over regular people who this is maybe their first time getting into college. He was like, well, I mean, yeah, of course I was a legacy. Like my dad went to there. Why wouldn't I want to go to where my dad's university? It's like, all right, cool.
Well, I mean, there are black people who do
No, no,
that
no.
too,
And
like the black
so
elites.
to clarify things, my issue is not that they're so nepotism exists amongst all people. Your hookups, your blah
Right.
blah blah, so on and so forth. But for the guy who happens to be a white American male to say that everything is against him. That's what I love to attack. That shit right there. Oh, what happened with you? Oh, we didn't have a lot of money going on. Oh, that's it? Damn. Just you didn't have a lot of money? And then the black people were mean to me at school. Sometimes they beat me up. Oh, damn, they only beat. So you were the one white kid in school and they only beat you up? None of the black kids got beat up? Oh, some of them did get beat up? Well, did they get beat up because they were white? No? All right. So it sounds like you had just a school experience. You can't blame that on your skin color.
I I I agree with you, but I just think that look at the way Eminem grew up.
Yo, I remember
Look at
8 Mile. I'm
we,
not saying that shit isn't wrong. And I will even, I won't say even, but openly admit that if you look different, especially in a grade school and down, so we're talking like, let's say 20 years old and down, the more different you are, the more shit you have to take on, kind of deal.
I just think we're kind of in a weird space because I can go to some backwoods place, right? And there are white people who have not bathed in 20 days.
20 days is very specific.
They're just throwing out a number out there.
I'm sorry.
Their sister mother is dating their grandfather. You know what I mean? Like it's just weird
Hey,
shit
Georgia's
going
real
on.
close to Alabama. I understand.
I wouldn't know what it was like to grow up like that. So I can't disenfranchise that person's experience, right? But and I definitely grew up in a better situation than that, right? But have I still experienced racism by white people? Yes. What I try to do to fix that situation is I call out specific people because you can't do a blanket statement anymore. We're not in that place anymore. But do people still benefit from things? Yeah. But is there also a fucked up white culture that I've learned about as well? Yes. It's bad.
The thing that kills me is that we often address the fucked up white culture. And I really hate to do this because I feel like I'm all the people I hate. But oftentimes we don't address the fucked up black culture. And
I think we address it more than
no. I feel like we address aspects of it, and then we act like we have actually talked about it. But we don't. We're not. We're not
Expand on that.
So, for instance, as the black people are obviously not a monolith in America, of course. Can we all agree on this?
Nah, nigga.
what did you say?
No.
What did you say? I didn't hear
Are
A wild read has appeared. He's saying, can we agree that we are not a monolith?
as in all black people
Yeah.
are together, like we all on the same page.
Nah, we
No,
not.
no, we are not.
Never
Cool.
have been.
Right. That's the thing. So, despite this, and we're looking at that in a positive light. We're not on the same page moving forward to like get to a better place. But whenever it's something negative, it's all of us, like public opinion wise. For instance, the slap we talked about it. Like that set black people back. This slap motherfucking
Hold on.
Chris Rock.
Let me tell you what that's about, real quick.
Who?
So, you ever notice that it's like nigga?
Hold on. Stop. Go to somewhere where you have a better signal, because you digital as fuck. I'm just letting you know
Hold
before
on.
you start.
Is that better? Is that better? That better?
Yeah,
Say a
that's
couple
better.
more words.
Pretty much. It wasn't about how you acted, nigga. It's about your color, your skin. That's it. Period. It has nothing to do with the way you act. So why you out there trying to impress white people?
Understood. I mean, you got fucking KRS-One talking about black cop, and I hate him because he motherfucker can't stand on beat. KRS-One is the original Blueface to me, but
You leave an originator of
whatever, bro.
hip-hop
You can't
alone.
tell me where I'm lying. Tell me where I'm lying. KRS used to rap
I'm saying you're
on
not
somebody
lying.
else's beat
The man
and then
makes
rap
them
on
sick.
somebody else's beat and be acting like, yo, why this shit don't match up, bro? Release it anyway. I don't care. They gonna eat this shit up. It's hip hop.
Just because the nigga can't stay on beat does not mean that his lyrics don't hit. All right?
I don't know.
I'm not saying
No.
that you're
I'm just saying
wrong.
apply the same logic to Blueface that you do to KRS-One. That's it.
No. The difference with Blueface isn't saying anything with enough substance for you to overlook the fact that he's off beat.
First of all, Blueface speaks with a whole lot of substance in his bloodstream because you know he ain't never sober. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about right now.
You lying your
I'm
ass
lying.
off.
I'm lying. So you think Blueface is making this shit sober?
Yes.
Honestly,
Honestly, yeah. A lot of that shit was made sober. Not all of it. That would be a lie.
All right, cool. All right. We got a middle ground.
That would be a lie. But I think there's a lot of that shit that he made sober was just in the studio imitating. You know what? Maybe I'll meet you a little bit more than halfway. Maybe he made a couple of songs drunk and he's just been pretending to be drunk for everything else that he made. I'm not sure that makes it better or worse.
Who knows? But Blueface is the perfect example of society. We laud these people who do mediocre bullshit and then try and hold them in a light where they're supposed to be compared to somebody. Excuse me for slurring my words. That we're comparing them to somebody, as in that on our day-to-day lives. But there's not really a comparison. Look at everybody who's talking right now. Everybody's at least trying to do something. I used that word. Yeah, I did. But you look at Blueface, he's like, oh, I'm gonna say stuff, it might rhyme, might not. And the fucked up part is I can't even imitate Blueface, but I would say something that didn't rhyme and wasn't on beat at the same time. But hey, my guy's making millions.
I mean, not really anymore. I get the point that you're making.
He is the black bad baby, and I know the numbers don't add up, but you know what I mean as far as the allegory.
Yeah.
Bad baby can't.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, fucking bad baby come up acting black, and acting in the hood, acting ghetto, acting ignorant, or what America saw as being black, or in their case, as what they would call, white ghetto trash, blah blah blah. But then she profited from it thousands of times over. Who can we think of that fucking does that shit? Imagine you coming up through school, right?
Ben Carson.
And what?
Oh, you said Ben Carson, but I agree with that statement as well.
Wait, Ben
Continue
Carson?
with your analogy.
Ben Carson. Hold on, I know this name. Damn.
He was the person who made that book about how he overcame systematic poverty to become
Didn't he
a heart
die?
surgeon.
Didn't he
No,
die?
he didn't die. I mean, he died.
Wait, no.
He died.
Hold on, you just said he didn't die.
Universe.
But
yeah, he died in the other universe.
Oh, yeah. I remember Ben Carson. They put him in charge of some shit. And United States Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Like,
yeah.
Correct.
Bro, don't you work on
You asked, has anybody else done that? Yes. Shit, Obama did it too, as far as I'm concerned.
also?
I think black people do that all the time. We just, it's one of those things we don't notice, but we notice the bad Barbies, whatever the fuck.
Give me three that are black.
Ben Carson, Condoleezza Rice, and Obama.
Run these parallel lines to me.
Obama was doing crack.
When?
And coke. He was younger. You didn't read his book.
I'm sorry. So we'll just say no.
He didn't read the book.
I didn't.
Continue.
I'm not a fan of Obama, to be honest.
I'm not either. These people imitated what it was to be a white person in a black person's body, just like Bad Barbie and that other what's that other girl? Whoa, Vicky.
Oh shit! You could have gone way deep with that analogy too.
Yeah, the way they imitate the way it is to be black in a white person's body. We see it on both ends, but when we see somebody like Obama, we're like, oh, he's an amazing black guy. Instead of saying he's given up on who his culture is, right? He's given up on who he is as a person.
All right, so I have to pause you right there because there's a certain disconnect for me personally. I didn't keep up with Obama in that kind of way. I was always just kind of like, oh, you're not really doing anything while you in there. I don't like that. I don't know a lot of shit about his personal stuff. I saw him be cordial on camera and shoot some threes, miss a couple, make a couple. They kept cutting to when he made them, that kind of shit. But what are you referring to?
I'm referring to the idea that you brought up the fact that we don't point out certain things in certain cultures and certain people, and like how what Will Smith did look bad on all black people, right?
Right.
But in the same vein, what Obama does looks good on all black people, right? It really doesn't, but it does, right? So why don't you look at Whoa Vicky, right? The same way you look at Obama, in the context of them not being who they really are, as far as black person or a white person, or not staying true to who their culture is.
Ooh, because there's a line to draw. Specifically, I guess I can't act like I have the answer to this question, but to add on to that
No,
question,
you give me your opinion.
no, I don't mean that. That I'm not giving. I'm giving my opinion either way. Fuck it all. But who was the girl? Asian girl. Fuck.
Aquafina?
Yeah. Aquafina. Aquafina grew up in the Bronx. Aquafina talks black, so to speak.
Mhm.
Aquafina also talks like everybody she grew up around. But do we hold Aquafina to a certain point? Like, yo, you're talking like that. You're not that. Meanwhile, this is her whole life. This is everything she grew up to be. Like, this is her whole environment. Fucking what's his name? Who was tongue kissing his mama? Who was in Dipset? What's his name?
Can I stop you
Cameron?
right there?
Not Cameron.
No, Jim
That's
Jones? Jim
Jim
Jones.
Jones. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
interject
Yeah.
real quick? That's not who she is, because there are many of people who grew up in the Bronx who don't act like
Well,
that. That's who she chose to be. That's how she chose to act. That's what she chose to imitate because she knew she could get paid off of it.
question.
We cannot keep giving these passes,
No.
bro. Like,
Sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
if we're gonna draw the line. We got to draw the line.
Right. I agree. All I'm saying is, if we're gonna hit Aquafina, hit everybody else the same fucking way. Give everybody the energy.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Yeah, but
Well, Vicky,
that's
same
something
energy.
that Black Libertarian. Well, I mean, again, you and Black Libertarian haven't been in the same space too often. But hey, hopefully there's going to be a change to that. But no, he does not give anybody that pass, which some people like, some people don't like. We've had arguments over things, and he still is, regardless of what Reed would say, the originator of the Black people reparations fix, which is no taxation for 100 years. He's the originator of that idea.
Oh, bro, that would hurt so many people.
It would. And I said it before the fucking people on Twitter
I
said
don't
it.
have a Twitter.
But just no. That's fine. No, I'm
No,
just
no,
saying, like, nah. I try to
I'm on the
pick
same
these.
page, bro. Like, I'm like, yeah, let's do something to actually have a significant change.
Well, it's not just a
Right.
significant change. It's going to only be a good change for the people who are going to do something about it. Because not having to pay taxes up to, I think we said, like, what was it, like 5 million or some shit like that. Well, not we, what you said. That means that people are only going to benefit from this for real if you actually bust your ass to make something of yourself. If you just want to sit at home and collect, a little check here and a little check there,
Yeah,
you're not going to get very much benefit out of this at all.
I agree with that completely.
Right.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
put it
And
at 5 million. I would definitely put it in the
Well,
millions.
we're
I don't know
trying
about
to
five
encourage
million.
more black businesses. So
Well,
that's why we put the cap high, because that would encourage you to actually have a business, as opposed to if we put it at 300,000, it's not going to matter for most people because you're probably not going to reach out to that. But if you put it
hold
at like
on.
5
Well, no,
million,
no, no, no. That so first of all, now we kind of doubling back on shit because it was a couple podcasts ago we talked about making six figures for 5 years. 100,000, I believe, is six figures to my knowledge. I've been drinking,
yes, it is.
whatever. So to say that, oh, that's only a very small percentage of America, and then be like, oh, well,
well,
5 million, like, oh, let's triple what is already a small percentage. I don't know what we're really hitting at.
listen to my plan.
Shoot,
My plan. The reason I'm doing this is because, and what I mean by no taxes, I mean no property tax, no
no,
business tax. We don't have to pay. Right. What that does is, instead of Asians coming in our fucking neighborhood and buying and getting incentives to buy businesses here, they would come to us so they could front their money through us. It builds relationships between races, right? It would actually fix so many problems on a racial perspective, because you got these Jews who are like, well, hell, shit. If he don't have to pay taxes, I can funnel it through him. That means I got to do business with him. That means I have to sit down in the room with this black person and interact with him and plan to interact with him for long periods of time. We have to build a partnership and a relationship of it. And what that's going to do is not just going to help the black community as far as reparations. It forces us to interact with each other. It forces us to take care of ourselves and also other people to participate in that process. And they don't lose anything in the process, right? They don't have to pay any more money. If you pay no taxes, that's not taking money out of your pocket, not taking money out of my pocket. Just means I'm not paying any extra money out of my pocket, right? That way, you don't have people saying, "Oh well, why are you giving this person $300,000?" Because you give somebody $300,000, that's actually not a lot of money when you take in inflation, right? When you do the time value of money over a period of time, it's nothing. What really is something is no taxes. Because let's say the average, we make $80,000-$90,000 a year. You pay $25,000 in taxes. $25,000 over the course of 100 years. That's a lot of money, including inflation and the time value of money. You're talking about multiple millions of dollars that stays in the one household. So that's a much bigger thing that doesn't make anybody feel disenfranchised because they're not losing any money, right? And you can still make money as a white man. You just got to work with the black man now, or the Asian man, Japanese man, Hispanic man. You got to work with me. That's the difference. And now that you got to work with me, we're going to build something. Our families are going to have to be cool with each other. A lot of these things happen in business, and it would really improve our society. I really think so. And it would make a lot of people shut the fuck up as
I
well.
agree with the.
Because I want people to.
Sorry, I apologize.
No, you good. I just want people to shut the fuck up. Like, stop. Like, I want people to actually try, like you said, and shut the fuck up. Because I'm just sick. I'm sick of the I'm not getting anything crowd. I'm sick of the I'm a black woman and I need to be loud because they're going to talk about me anyway. Everybody talks about everybody, bitch. Shut the fuck up. I'm sick of it. Shut the fuck up. Somebody need to shut you the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Like, shut the fuck up. Let's get something done that's substantial. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of all of this shit. Yeah, bitch, you got a nail shop and you do fucking eyelashes. I don't know why that makes so much fucking money, but kudos to you. You don't have a black man, you don't have a black family, you don't have a black husband, and you degrade black men and look at us like pieces of shit. What is this doing for our community?
No.
Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck what you're talking about. Fuck the black man who doesn't want to do shit, just sell dope, pants down to his fucking ankles. I'm not exaggerating. I've seen it.
Yo,
My
that's
nigga,
fucked up,
this
bro.
doesn't look good for none of us, my nigga.
No.
Your booty hole out. You got draws. I see your shit coming through your damn
booty
balls.
hole
Bill
out.
Cosby fought for this
Yes,
shit,
dog.
bro. Like, no, bro. No, you're going too far.
No, bro, I'm just saying.
I'm on your side.
It gives somebody. No, bro, I'm just saying. It gives somebody. Bro, I have a problem, bro. Because, like, in my neighborhood, if I go out, niggas just be shooting. They don't give a fuck. A bullet came through my fucking window in my car. I had to pay for that. And so what am I going to do? I got to sit here and think about, okay, do I go over here to every door knocking to figure out who did it and beating everybody ass and just take the L? Obviously, I took the L because I don't want to go to fucking prison. What kind of choice is that to make somebody else do? Our actions have consequences. And if we have a bit, that is an
They're supposed
actual
to have
opportunity.
consequences.
Right. But that's an actual opportunity, bro. By removing taxes, it's an opportunity for us to start having a conversation and interacting with each other. And it takes no money out of anybody's pocket. It's a solid fucking plan. It's better than any other fucking plan. Because 300 grand, yeah, we got it. But nigga, y'all niggas need to learn how to count, nigga. Like,
How to keep it.
300 grand. Yeah, and where are we going to spend it? We're going to give it right back to them. Your plan is fucking insane.
Greatest wealth redistribution in under 48 hours.
Exactly. We're going to give it
go
right
buy
back
Range
to them.
Rovers and all kinds of other fuck shit, and it's going to be over just like that.
Yeah. And I'm not even trying to insult my people, but like, bro, that's not a fucking plan with longevity in mind. You motherfuckers ain't thinking. And like, a lot of the times with like black leaders and shit, I look at them and I'm like, bro, how the fuck did you get up here?
Don't you talk
must have just-
about Jesse Jackson like that.
No, bro, I'm serious, bro. Because you don't have a fucking lick of sense of a fucking plan. Your plan is to go with the same status quo. It's not a fucking plan. Do you really want to fix anything? If not, get the fuck out my face before I blow your brains out.
Bro,
Oh,
And I think,
now Black Libertarian, that is one step too far.
okay, I'm sorry, bro. They're infringing on my freedom, my rights, and I feel
We've
a
talked
type of
a
person.
ton about infringing on rights,
but it's not direct.
But again,
That's the
Okay.
issue. That's the
exactly.
issue.
They didn't come to your doorstep. Now, if they came to your doorstep, Lord help them.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They are the
But
commanders handing down to execute. They're not the person pulling the trigger.
right. Okay, I got you. But it's just making our black community more and more ignorant, and I'm sick of it. But all I can do at this point is just shut the fuck up. Because as it is, no matter how much money I make, I ain't LeBron.
Yo,
LeBron ain't the most educated dude in the
he
world.
light skinned as fuck.
Right?
Correct.
But they'll listen to LeBron. Why? Because LeBron get paid and he tall and he play basketball. So he had a skill that was, redeemable. I don't play basketball. And in demand. I'm an IT tech, which is in demand, but I don't get paid like a basketball player.
Hey, man, we're going to get you on the cybersecurity trend.
No, I know cybersecurity, but I respect that, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's the point I'm trying to make is just like, this is disturbing that you all, one, won't listen to another black man that's saying something different. as a community, and two, all y'all care about is people who keep telling you the same shit you always heard.
Whoa, bro. Hey, no, that's
Look,
too deep, bro. You cutting in like party lines and shit. That's like saying you can't trust the Democratic Party because they ain't been doing shit this whole time.
you can't trust either one of them parties, bro. What you talking about? Both of them parties are fucking nutcases.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I disagree with that completely. Hold on. let me
Go ahead.
let me
Say
first
why.
tell you that I disagree with this completely soberly. They're not nutcases. They're just for themselves, and
Okay, my
themselves are
bad.
not
My
black
fault.
people. That's all.
Their selves are nobody. They're opportunists as a motherfucker, which is why I would love to be a senator, because if it's to not give a fuck about anybody and get paid, well, sign me up. But
Whoa,
No,
sir.
hold on, no.
Several
Well,
third
well,
world dictators want their
no,
combat.
I
it's not a
feel
third world
I
dictator. Look,
disagree.
oh, go ahead.
I feel like it's fucked up to call them an opportunist because an opportunist is typically someone who's looking for a come up. An opportunist sees that opportunity to come up to it. What we're talking about are people who have been in power and want to stay there. And I don't think that's the same thing.
Okay,
I agree. I
okay,
agree. It's the same way of going about shit. But if you're looking at it from the outside, it's like you can look.
they're orchestrating their own come ups.
Yeah,
I
no,
got
you
you.
look at a thief and like, oh, that thief is an opportunist, but he's still a thief at the end of the day. But you look at a king who's an opportunist, and like, no, you wouldn't call a king an opportunist. You would call him conniving and so on, bullshit, whatever, right?
Because opportunities, being an opportunist is kind of built into being a king.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, well, fine.
Well,
We associate the
We do need to say that. We need to be honest with people's incentives. And as a king, if you're someone who no one can tell you what to do, then you're beyond reproach,
well,
then you're going to
that could be
generally
loyalty.
have. I mean, true, but I'm just saying, look at history.
I don't disagree.
A lot of
All I'm saying is
the fucking
let's
things that
boil it down
happen.
and get that real essence.
I think we got the essence. Don't call each other kings and queens. Let's stop with that
Oh no,
stupid
I
fucking
fucking hate
imaginary
that.
bullshit right
Oh
there.
my. Hey, what's up, King? Like, oh, King, you a king? I'm a king. What we king of? Ourselves?
Okay, why?
No sovereignty. No. Zero sovereignty, but you calling yourself a queen. It means
Whoa,
something different now. Bitch, that's at the end of the dictionary. Shut
Bro,
the
you,
fuck
you
up.
don't have to go that way. You could just say, how much property do you own? All right, so you're the king of nothing.
bro,
Got it.
I just
Next.
if we look historically at the processes of kings and the people that serve kings, then we could say they're kings and they might be good according to history because the kings have their history. And then you have the knights or so on and so forth, people that serve them. But then you have the serfs, which is literally everybody else, which is pretty much 98% of the fucking population.
Yep.
And so,
Basically. So please stop.
Might be closer to 99, but
well, sorry,
everybody thinks
95.
that they're gonna be king.
Everybody says they're king. Everybody does all this bullshit, but it doesn't add up. It's like, oh, we all kings, cool. So what about the servants? Oh no, but we used to be kings. We used to have kings that were among us. And I don't know if you know what that game involves, but there was imposters. Just leaving little sound effects and shit, bro. And they kicked them off the ship. They floated off into space and they died all alone. So I don't appreciate the whole king shit at all.
Well, I don't appreciate any of our culture. I think it's all toxic.
Whoa! I disagree.
I think,
But I cut you off.
okay,
That's my fault.
let me not exaggerate. I think calling ourselves kings and queens is disingenuous and a atrocity upon ourselves, because we're lying to ourselves of what it is to be a man and a
I agree
woman.
completely.
And those are both beautiful things. Be a man and be a woman and be okay with that. You don't have to be more than that, because that's all you are. And nothing more is expected from you. Don't put ridiculous foundations on yourself. Kings used to beat their wives and have multiple ones, and queens used to behead people and get lynched and raped. Like I don't. What queen are you exactly? Like from
Oh,
what
now you're
era?
looking at European specific ones.
All right.
The
So,
African ones, not the Asians, tend to fare a little bit better.
Okay,
example.
sorry. Well,
No, I don't take anything laying down. Example.
Um,
Let me go ahead and say
Name me
something
a
real quick.
queen who didn't have
Cleopatra?
to go through
Let me
bullshit.
go ahead and say something real quick.
Cleopatra,
So,
she was instigating all the bullshit.
Bro, Cleopatra literally ousted her sister from the shit, got her kicked out, and her sister.
Whoa, we didn't say that she didn't do some shiesty shit, but that's politics in general.
Cleopatra had to get dicked down by Mark Anthony.
No, she didn't have
Just
to get
put it
dicked
like
down
that.
by Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony was like the strongest sovereign person that she could reach, and she
So
was like,
what
"Fuck,
you're
it, I
saying
take
is
this
that a
dick."
black man, a black woman was like, yo, this white man super strong. Fuck y'all. I don't really care about this country no more. I just want to maintain my position. So I'm gonna fuck this white dude. Damn.
Yep.
That
And
Basically,
don't
that's what all.
sound familiar.
I mean,
Yeah, it
no,
sounds
it
familiar.
does. It does sound very familiar. But what I'm saying is, when we say like, kings used to beat their wives. I mean, you notice I didn't try to defend that because that was true.
Negro,
But when he went to the next
last
step,
fucking Comcast, I talked about how I said Comcast, a podcast. I talked about how in the 30s, dudes, and it was perfectly legal, could beat their women with sticks that were no thicker than their thumbs. And this was just
correct.
American overall history.
It
No,
was
no, no.
legal
No,
until
yes,
2007 in North
right.
Carolina.
But what I'm saying is, not all queens had it bad in comparison to their male counterparts. And specifically, I was saying in Africa. That's why I brought up the example of Cleopatra.
But we're getting away a little bit straight off the topic, and the main
Bro.
I mean,
is
not a little
about
bit.
Hey, what was
We
the
are
topic,
king and
bro?
we are
I
queen.
forgot.
literally
Well, the
out
main topic is
I've been
in the
drinking,
Atlantic
bro. I
Ocean,
don't even
nigga.
know what the fuck I am right now. All I
no,
know is Black
but
Libertarian is a friend of mine. I don't know if he's a friend of yours.
but yeah,
You ain't shit.
I'm gonna say something about the queen and king, and then we can like move on. But with the king and queen, what Black Libertarian, he has a really good point where we need to not necessarily value those words, but value us as people, value us as individuals, saying that we as a person have value, and our value
Why do we have value?
warrants this versus calling us a king and a queen, and we should be treated as such. And it's like, how about we
Why do we have
define
value?
who and what we are as people and what we want to do with our lives? Let's be more
Why do we have
deliberate
value?
with it. Yeah.
Why do
What?
we have value? Why do we have value?
And we need to define that as why do we have value, and then what does it mean, and what is it worth, and then how do we go about
What does value mean to you?
value? Value means to me a person that has content of their character. They have principles that they live by, and
Like an
they have
influencer?
not necessarily influence. It's about one's own life. It's not about what you do with others. Me personally, that's how I view.
So
Um,
how would you view that person's life? What would they have to do in their life?
okay, so when it comes to like a person of worth is one that has their values, that try to better themselves and better the people around them.
Damn, that doesn't sound like
Oh, you
something.
sound an
That
awful
doesn't.
lot like Kevin
That
Samuels.
no. That doesn't sound like something you could do first time around. So you're saying they would have to? Are you
It
saying they would
takes
have to
time.
try? Oh, so they have to try.
It takes time,
So it's
but
trying or doing.
trying leads to doing. It's a part of the process.
Ooh, hey, I won my contest. All right, I
Did
enjoy
you
it.
win
I got
your
another chunk and
contest?
a half.
A
Yep, I
lot
got
of
another
people, the
shot.
problem with trying is they try and then they give up. The thing is not to give up. In order to be successful, you try until you do. It's a part of the process. I never denied that
That right
trying
there.
is something
That.
that's not out there. You have to do it. It's a part of the process.
That's all I wanted to hear. An agreement, and I'm gonna take this shot because
We
you're a
are we are
beautiful
we are
man.
we are in agreement. But at the same time, too, it's a part of the process. You cannot say trying
Ah, you
is
stepped back
majorly
just
emphasized.
one
You got to
millimeter
try
too
and
far.
do.
Man, I love,
I love black people, man.
bro. I don't do
Hey
shit
man,
unless
I
I
love
try.
us too.
And let me tell you, the only thing I try to do is win, and I don't taken a whole lot of losses. Let me tell you.
You know, at this point in my life, man, I'm just gonna live. I all of that shit is social to me. I I'm not gonna say I gave up, but I just kind of I realized that I'm enough for my life, and whatever I want from it is enough. It doesn't have to be any bigger than I want it to be. Um, it doesn't have to be bigger than it is. I've accepted the meaningless of life and my individualism in the universe. Um, and I just accept that I'm just alive and I'm just here for the ride. I try not to put too much stress on myself when it comes to expectations outside of what I promise I'll do for other people. Um, and I really don't want much out of life because the thing they never tell you about life, man, is that everything you
Fuck,
want,
bro.
everything you want comes with positives and
Oh, I mean, I
negatives.
guess
Right.
better.
So that bad bitch you want, she come with bad bitch
Man,
energy, bad bitch niggas trying to talk to her, expensiveness, insecurities, and you just start looking at everything like, fuck all of this. Nothing is what you thought it was. Nothing is everything is trumped up to be, and it's Just life, man. Just live it. You're good enough to be who you are, and even if you're not a movie star and nobody ever knows your name, you're good enough as that as a person, and that's
I
all it takes.
disagree.
Like you're just here,
I disagree completely.
I guess, bro. But I try not to put too much value on
No,
myself
no,
like
no,
that.
no. I agree with that part completely. I disagree specifically with the "you are enough," and I don't mean that like
For yourself,
no, no. I still disagree with that. I don't, and I sorry to keep this shit compact. I believe the day you stop striving to be better is basically the day you die, because ain't shit gonna change.
Indeed.
what is
What is what? All I'm saying is try to be better. I'm not, and I don't mean it in anybody else's eyes. Try to be stronger.
Well,
okay?
Like,
I would say, Sham, that is a principle that I live by. Can't speak for others, but it's worked well
why?
for
Because your
me.
curry is better than fucking Indian curry. I remember that shit, bro. I was here a week ago when you was like
Bro,
Jamaican curry is way better than Indian curry. I heard
Whoa,
that
whoa,
shit.
whoa! It's my preference, not necessarily saying it's
No,
better or
no, no.
worse.
This is what
It's
you
his
said. This is
preference.
what you no. You said, yo, Indian curry is whack as fuck, but Jamaican curry actually got some flavor to it. These are your words, basically, bro.
Whoa, he did not say whack as fuck.
All
He
right,
said
I
that
might
shit
be
was
paraphrasing.
trash.
Oh my god! Put it in
I
my mouth,
guess
but okay.
I guess my overall perspective point is, man, I don't want to get into a philosophical debate with you about it because we don't have the time, or this is not time or place for it.
Bro,
But
we that's what editing is for.
Nigga, this is already podcast number 2. So I mean, nigga, get your whole
oh,
feelings out.
Bro, we talk,
okay,
you
cool.
know.
So all of the things better, great, are all relative, and once you bring it to the account of relativity, and perspective, you start to understand that it really means nothing. Right. Instead of defining things in terms of relativity, which is what I try to stay away from when it comes to describing things for myself, I just have to understand that it's enough for me.
So
That like,
sorry, I apologize.
and because we're in a capitalist society, somebody has to be poor. Somebody got to be at the bottom. So I can't bring everybody up. In fact, I don't want to. I want some people to step on. It's just the realism of the kind of society I live in. I have to have people to
Oh,
step on.
I got a lot of more to
So
say
Whoa,
about
whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa! Okay,
What
I'll
you got?
interject. Instead of stepping on,
Wait. Let him
like
finish. Let
No,
him
no,
finish.
no, no. Yeah, let him finish. Sorry.
So I don't mean that in a way of stepping on them
No, of course.
physically or even emotionally or psychologically. I just mean that when you're in a system like a capitalist network or democratic republic or whatever the fuck this shit
Technically a
is at this
Democratic
point,
Republic.
it's not
You
really,
addressed it correctly.
No.
yeah,
It's more like a oligarchy, but go.
yeah, like
No,
oligarchy.
no, we're
There's a
not trying to get
system,
canceled. This is a Democratic Republic for everybody who
but
hears.
God damn, nigga, did you and Waka Flocka have a conversation before this?
Look,
but I
Andrew Lamar
understand
is a real
where I
rapper.
lie in this situation, and I also understand that even if I would be like a good person to be in certain situations, I have to understand, do I even want the responsibility of those situations? Because the more you get, the more you're responsible for. And I don't know about y'all, but fuck
All right,
this.
Uncle Ben. God damn. Which is weird because I meant that like the Spider Man, but I had thought about it the second it left my life. I'm like, yo, Uncle Ben made rice. I'm like, that's racist.
Yeah, that's not racist. It is. I mean, you take things out.
Look, bro, I take things out
Whatever.
of
I didn't.
proportion all the time. That's me. I fucked
Yeah, I
up.
got you.
I
But I
fucked up.
just.
That's me. Look, I'm racist. I gotta own that shit. I'm getting canceled. I own it. Sorry.
But I just try not to. I mean, we just all here to have a good time, and then we fuck, we have a good time, and then
All
we
right.
die.
So with that, I say I disagree specifically on the fact
Okay.
that I don't really disagree with anything except for the fact where you're like, yo, the second you get too close to it, it's like, yo, you don't matter for anything, and that's the part where things
Nope.
break down for me.
Okay. Well, so you're one person, right?
Yeah,
And how many people in the world?
a bunch of them, like literally billions.
7
7.3
plus
ish.
7.3 ish
That
billion, right?
those are
On
old numbers.
one
Those are old
planet.
numbers. I'm
It's
arguing
probably
against
more.
myself at this point, but those are old numbers. Like,
Okay. So you're one person out of 7 point
yeah,
something billion, right? And then if we break it down even further, you're just molecules and
of
atoms,
course.
right? And if you're molecules and atoms, everything is. So you're this small little person on this one planet full of
Damn straight.
molecules and atoms. And then if you start looking at the universe,
Ooh,
there's
hold up.
billions of
That's
galaxies.
actually where I would call you on it because uh, what have we discussed about the universe today?
Nothing.
Because we're selfish. We're human beings. We only care about what we can see, touch, and feel. And all
Don't
we can
though.
see, touch,
I
and feel is on Earth.
that I know, but I see something bigger, and I
But
understand that I am
but what?
meaningless in this universe. That's why I said in this universe, not in this
Cool.
world.
But when do you? How often do you interact with the universe?
Every day.
I'm asking. How so?
What do you mean? We're in space.
We're in space. At what point did you realize you were
Yeah,
in space?
I knew. I mean, I knew there's something bigger than myself when I was
Bigger
born.
than yourself? Cool. I mean, there's a whole town that you were born in. There's a whole city you were born in, a whole state you were born in, a whole country you were born in, a whole world you were born
Exactly. When you start seeing things like that, and then when you start studying quantum mechanics, and you start understanding there's entire societies living on my body inside of dirt.
in. Right.
So like, right. So like, I'm bro.
So
I don't matter as much as I
no,
think I do. No one
to clarify things, what I mean to say is, as much as no one matters, people can not matter in a way that hurts everybody, and people can not matter in a way that helps everybody, or at
I
least
am a
tries to.
nihilist. If it helps, I'm a
Oh, bro,
nihilist.
No, no, no,
So
no.
I
don't start
But
this
that's
conversation if we don't
he's
be on the
trying to
same
take it
page.
to exactly. He's trying to keep it on the same level. He's saying while you can say that this shit doesn't matter, most people,
I'll put it this
the
way:
only things that exist are the things that they can touch and feel
didn't you
and
say you
see.
have children?
yeah, I have a son.
Why would you even interact with him?
I don't. He's in jail.
Damn, I remember being. This is a side story, but I was in the back of a police car like 4 years old. But anyway, that's what I mean. That's technically a true story.
I was about to
Um,
say, please don't start that story because
whatever,
I'm not sure I
whatever,
can
bro.
mute enough of that
It
to
don't
make it
even
a good
fucking
story.
matter, bro. The universe is out here. Whatever. Shut up, man. Um, all I'm saying is, if you get too far away from what's close to you, then you get to the point where you let go of caring about what you're near to. And specifically, I know I said some bullshit just now, but to clarify, if you say the universe doesn't matter, then it's the same as saying you don't care about your moms, your brothers, your sisters, so on and so forth. So if you really feel like the universe is too big for me individually to matter, then don't talk about black issues. Don't talk about white issues. Don't talk about, being human, whatever. Like, it's all just a passing moment, a puff.
Hey, it really
No,
is, and I
and
just
it
came
is.
here. I came here to. I agree with you. I came here to participate in the show,
But
but my overall nihilism belief, which is
so
why
you
I
gave
kind
up
of
on
sit
your
in my
son?
basement. And,
I'm just asking. So you gave
huh?
up on your son? You don't talk to your son?
I can't talk to my
Why?
son.
Because he in jail?
No,
Yeah,
that's a
mother won't.
much longer story.
That's a much longer
All right, so
story.
I'll put it this way: if you have a chance to talk to your son, would you talk to your son?
Well, what I talked to him about, he's already almost a grown man, and I have almost zero
Would
interaction
you
with him.
talk to
I
your
don't know
son?
what
Is
to.
my question.
Yeah, I try to,
Damn, you try. You
but he's
sound
my
like a man.
responsibility too.
You sound like,
No.
you
Hold on,
sound
hold on.
like a
Stop,
black
stop, stop. From a
man, bro.
psychological,
You sound like a black
no.
man in the universe. I call you
No,
Steven.
from the philosophical standpoint. From a philosophical
Mhm.
standpoint, that's something that I caused, right?
All right, but it don't matter
Right.
because.
So your mother. Hold on.
All right,
Stop.
I'm apologize. I just.
There's a macro and micro
Mhm.
level to
Yeah,
this, right? From a macro level, I understand that I am of low
of
importance.
course.
From a micro level, there's a micro level of substantial importance that I apply to other people. Now, I try to remove myself from most people's lives because, one, I'm not necessary.
But
I'm just not. But when it comes to my child, because I forced him to be in this world, I am indebted to him and responsible for him, right? Regardless if I have to interact with him or not, I forced him to be in this hellhole. That being the case, I have some duty and responsibility to him.
why? That shit don't matter.
But in the grand scheme of things, no, it doesn't. In the grand scheme of
That's
things,
why
it
you
doesn't.
upholding anything.
That's what's important to me.
Damn. Why is shit important to you? You don't matter, bro. Like you literally said that on multiple occasions. Don't None of this shit matters.
I said, and as it applies to the universe, you have to be I'm very specific
Cool.
for a
And
reason.
I'm only asking for an allocation of specificities.
I'm very specific as when I said the universe. I didn't say I didn't matter to the people around me. I said I didn't matter to the
All right.
universe
Cool.
from a universal standpoint. So that being the case, that's the point I'm trying to make. We shouldn't overinflate our own egos was my overall point. We shouldn't overinflate who we are as people and what we do to the world around us.
That goes both ways.
You
That's a
don't
neutral comment. It's like saying
No,
care,
not really.
but no. So to clarify,
Go ahead.
it's like saying you should care about what happens around you, but just so you know it doesn't matter.
I mean, bro, in reality, it doesn't matter.
All right, so
right?
I'm just making sure we agree on the same points. That's all.
Yeah, in reality, it doesn't. I mean, I could go out and kill somebody and get shot in the head, right? But like, there are things that we're programmed to do as humans, right? We have human programming that's gonna, like, most people don't have the constitution to commit suicide because you're not programmed to
Right,
commit
but then we
suicide.
got these people who talk shit about, trans people and whatnot, and they commit suicide all the time, bro.
And I believe they're. I just said they're. I said they're a brave person.
No. We're talking about what we were talking about back then was the ones who had the surgery.
Snake gave them they props early in the
Like,
first
oh yeah,
podcast. Early.
you got
hey,
$100,000. God damn.
no. Even people who kill themselves are brave.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just before that step, because that step, that's a finality.
Correct.
Well, we don't know that.
Sorry.
You don't know that.
Finality for this one.
No. To clarify, that's a finality as far as we know, because none of us can come back and say, "Oh no, yeah, I went down the street to 4th and 5th, and I got me a sandwich the next day," kind of shit.
Yeah. When I say we don't matter, I just mean.
But that's not what Jim Carrey said. Jim Carrey said he
Bro,
saw God. No, it was
Jim
Gary
Carrey
Busey. It was Gary
lost to
Busey.
Sonic is all I want to say, and I saw that movie on spankbang.com. If you don't know, it's a great porn site, man. They be having a whole lot of fun. That's where I got it.
When I say I don't matter, it just means that I understand that when it comes down to it, I'm just here living in a period of time. I'm going to die. And everybody I know is going to forget about me. And everybody who knows them that may have known me will also forget about me.
It won't.
It's not that serious.
I'm gonna erect a statue on the moon of you, nigga, and they won't forget for about 200 years.
At some point, they'll forget.
Why?
It's human nature.
It's human nature to forget. And yeah, we talk about Aristotle and bull. Aristotle has been proven wrong. All these wrong people proven, but they still reference to this day. Can you say it's
Who was the who were the main people from 5000 BC? Who were
the
the
people?
thinkers?
Who knows? But
Exactly.
I
some
could
point,
probably pull up one of them. Is my point.
pull up one of them. You can pull up what somebody thinks they
Hold
found.
on.
We don't know.
Well, hold on. Well, first of all, let's establish the fact that as time goes on, we get better at establishing how to record time.
And nuclear wars happen, and we lose our records of those things.
Like which one?
Ice Age.
The Ice Age was a nuclear war?
It was a nuclear battle. We don't know what it was. We just know it was something happened, right? It was an ice age. We don't know what it was a resultant of. We can theorize of it, but we don't know, right? And a lot of information was lost. There's some people who even theorize that we've been to this point in time.
No. I play Xenogears. I understand, and that's not me talking shit.
No, I got you. Yeah. So if that's the point, at some point, bro, the memory of you will fade.
Of course, I expect no part of me not to be succumbent to the inevitabilities of time.
That's just the reality of the world we're in, man. It's all gonna fade away.
But all I'm saying is, if we can acknowledge the fact that we all have a finite existence, a finite influence, then doesn't that make us trying that much more important? Because at some point, the things you do won't matter, so to speak. But for a time, they will. And while they do, they influence what happens going forward.
We think.
We think?
We don't know.
Oh. Bro, look back.
We don't
look
know.
back at time. You can't tell me look at the Moors. Look at fucking Europeans.
Prove to me that people.
Look, man, the Moors did a lot, bro. We all Moors. We're the original people.
Whatever.
Prove to me that people existed before you were born.
My mom, she existed, so yeah.
You don't know that?
Nah, she's still here, and she was here.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, by that notion, I can't prove anything.
No one can.
Why?
Exactly. We know nothing.
Can you
That's
prove you breathe?
No.
You don't breathe?
No. In the words of the judge who was black, I'm not a scientist. What's that black judge name?
Bro, I was really getting ready to do some like deep shit. You was like, yo, I'm not.
Ketanji,
yeah. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a scientist.
I mean, look, that was the smartest answer I've ever seen someone give. I'm not a scientist. You can't theorize on whether or not your women are trans women are women. I'm not a scientist.
I'm not a scientist.
Oh shit,
I
that
don't know.
did happen. Damn. Now I'm remembering. Man.
Yeah. So
Sorry, I've been drinking.
so
Look, first of all, you're way more sober than me and therefore a much better person. And so I applaud you for that.
What's
relative.
funny is I've been drinking is gonna probably be like referenced in both podcasts heavily.
Do what now? What?
I've been drinking.
Don't let me do that. I'm gonna start my own pass. I'm gonna start my own podcast and call it "Going to the Corner Store" and see what I can get with 75 cents because you motherfuckers have still not cash app me 75 cents so I can get some more alcohol. God, my fuck.
I will not
Anyway,
support bad
Still not
behavior.
you
still not
Exactly.
possible.
fuck y'all,
Exactly.
man, bro. I thought it was cool. What happened to
When I
But
get this
togetherness,
little white box you got,
bro?
then
I don't know if you remember,
I'm,
but we just talked about how the universe don't exist, so 75 cents don't matter.
bro, I gotta go to work. It was nice talking to y'all boys.
it was nice talking to you as well, bro.
It was a good talk with you,
Black
man. It's been a
Libertarian,
Y'all
minute.
it
have
was
a
a
blessed
pleasure.
day. Yeah, y'all have a good day, man. Stay whoever you are or want to be.
We will
If
stay.
you want
You
to be.
too,
We'll
bro.
stay where we are. We want to be. And in fact, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode of Everyday Black Man Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I've been Riker. He's been Black Libertarian. There's been Shamel. We've had Armstead. We've had the writer. And for a brief second, we had our read. Please follow us on Twitter, EVYD Black Men, Instagram, Everyday Black Men, and Everyday Black Men Facebook page. Our Patreon is EVMP. Up there, you have all kinds of cool stuff. You can see some of the Ukrainian struggle photos that I'm trying to, pimp out, as well as dick pics and ironic poems. We also have a website called www.everydayblackmen.com. Thanks again. Peace.
Peace.